Daniel LaRusso defeated Terry Silver, the Snake's Head, in the ambitious and incredibly fulfilling Cobra Kai Season 5 finale, which also brought an end to many of the stories that Cobra Kai had been telling since Season 1. A multi-layered and incredibly intricate jigsaw puzzle was the Season 5 finale of Cobra Kai. But in the end, Terry Silver's ambitions to make Cobra Kai a worldwide organization needed to be thwarted. Instead, Terry's ultimate goal was to emerge from the San Fernando Valley and introduce Cobra Kai to the general public around the globe. In the 1970s, Silver promised his own sensei, Master Kim Sun-young, that every child in the world would learn the way of the fist. A pledge he made in the 1970s to Master Kim Sun-young, his own sensei. In order to do this, Silver tried to get Cobra Kai to compete in the renowned international karate competition known as the Sekai Taikai. However, all of their dojos were admitted into the Sekai Taikai, and Daniel and Johnny Lawrence also put the students of Eagle Fong and Miyagi-Do in the running. Tori Nichols eventually admitted to Samantha LaRusso that Silver had cheated in the All-Valley Karate Tournament in order for Nichols to win the title after Silver's new sensei, Kim Do-eun, tortured him using Terry's Quicksilver technique. After that, Sam and Tori joined forces to guide their allies to reveal Silver's corruption and defeat Cobra Kai at their new dojo in Encino. Since Terry Silver was attacked on several fronts in the Cobra Kai Season 5 finale, the Sekai Taikai plotline was a seed sown for the future. For the Way of the Fist and Terry Silver's house invasion, Johnny teamed up with Mike Barnes and Chozen Taguchi. In the meantime, Kenny Payne and Kyler, two of Cobra Kai's students, banded together to protect their dojo from Eagle Fong and Miyagi-Do. To save their children, Daniel, his wife Amanda, and Carmen Diaz hurried to Cobra Kai's dojo with Stingray. In the midst of all of that, John Kreese pulled off a bold prison break. Here's what the spectacular, action-packed mayhem of Head of the Snake, the Cobra Kai Season 5 finale, signifies. There were many karate battles in the Cobra Kai Season 5 finale, but Daniel LaRusso and Terry Silver's rematch was the main event. The Karate Kid Part 3, which took place in 1985, and Silver's beating and humiliation of LaRusso earlier in Cobra Kai Season 5 are the origins of this resentment. This time, however, Daniel-san demonstrated his superiority over Terry Silver in front of the LaRusso family and all of their students. Terry was exhausted from the exhausting sword fight he had already engaged in, and won, with Chozen, but this reversal was justified given Daniel's diminished status at the time of Silver's victory over him in Cobra Kai Season 5 Episode 4. When LaRusso briefly joined Cobra Kai in the Karate Kid Part 3, Daniel was able to remember the things Silver had taught him, which was crucial to his triumph over Terry. Daniel-san was able to apply Terry's brutal, Quicksilver approach and his 3 laws of beating a guy to the tall billionaire thanks to flashbacks. Daniel also taught Kenny Payne the Silver Bullet punch, which he used to parry Terry's attempt to hit his torso. But in the end, Silver was defeated by Miyagi-Do's defensive and counterattacking strategy, and Daniel-san pulled off the coup de grace by finishing Terry, who was about to hit LaRusso with Tori Nichols' All-Valley Trophy, with his first crane kick since 1984. LaRusso's epic win validated Miyagi-Do and showed Cobra Kai's students that their wealthy sensei's way of the fist was not the best way. The ponytailed mastermind's crime had to be revealed in addition to Terry Silver's physical beating. Initially, Tori, Sam, and their pals intended to post video evidence proving that Silver, not Kreese, had attacked Stingray when they stormed into the Cobra Kai dojo. However, because the file was corrupted, Tori made the decision to tell everyone that Silver bought off the referee at the All Valley and that Nichols didn't win the title fairly. This fact followed her around throughout Season 5 of Cobra Kai, protecting Anthony LaRusso, Griffin Santopietro, who was in possession of the tablet that contained the damaging video of Silver confessing to Tori that he had bribed the referee, was crucial during the altercation between Cobra Kai's students and the Miyagi-Do/Eagle Fong group. The replay was eventually shown to Cobra Kai's students, who came to the conclusion that Terry Silver was a scam and a liar. Kenny and Kyler were among the children who left Cobra Kai in large numbers after Daniel's beating of Terry, Although Tori's confession won over her peers, Terry Silver may end up in jail due to Stingray's own confession and his retraction of the testimony he used to frame Kreese. Tori was used by Kreese to covertly inform Daniel that Terry had forced Stingray to lie during the trial, but Stingray remained silent out of fear of Cobra Kai's sensei. At last, Tori let Sam in on what she knew about Terry and Stingray's Kreese frame job. The public will soon be aware of Silver's criminal activities. And his attorneys will be very busy. Terry's fantasy of Cobra Kai using the Sekai Taikai to dominate the world is essentially dashed when Silver's students turn on him. There were several references to the Karate Kid Parts 2 and 3 in Cobra Kai Season 5, but the highlight came at the end when Terry Silver and the Way of the Fist senseis were confronted by Mike Barnes, Johnny, and Chozen. When Lawrence realized what he had to fight for, his new baby with Carmen and his kids, Robbie Keane and Miguel Diaz, who are now together, Johnny, who had been left to fend for himself after Barnes was removed from the fight, found new gear. Johnny defeated the Way of the Fist, who were attempting to kill him, with the assistance of a revived Mike Barnes. One of the delights of the Cobra Kai Season 5 finale was watching Sensei Lawrence link up with Barnes, karate's bad boy. Even though Johnny and Mike never met in the Karate Kid films, Devon Lee, Una O'Brien, joined Cobra Kai in Season 5, but while the finale exposed two traitors, neither was Devon. Mitch aka Penis Breath, Eden Minx, sold out his friends to join Cobra Kai because Terry Silver's outfit had amenities like free merch, a juice bar, and girls training in the dojo. Mitch's rationale for turning was everyone at Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fong called him Penis Breath, and that he never actually wanted to leave Cobra Kai to begin with but just followed along with his friends. Tori technically did turn on Cobra Kai, but in her mind, she's no traitor, rather, she's loyal to her Cobra Kai sensei, John Kreese, and Tori only wanted to take down Terry Silver and make her peers see him as the liar he is. As for Devon, she ended up joining Cobra Kai because Silver bought the dojo she was training in after Eagle Fong shut down and turned it into a Cobra Kai dojo. Master Kim Do-eun saw potential in Lee as a replacement for Tori, whom she didn't trust, and rightfully so. Devon chose to remain in Cobra Kai because she wanted to excel at karate, and it was now the only option in the valley, thanks to Silver's business dealings. By the end of Cobra Kai Season 5, all of the rivalries between the show's huge teenage casts in Season 1 have been settled. Robbie and Miguel buried the hatchet midway through Cobra Kai Season 5, setting the stage for Sam and Tori to do the same. Sam was initially incensed when Tori confessed that Silver cheated at the All Valley on her behalf, but after LaRusso cooled down, she helped Tori expose Terry Silver. Miguel/Robbie and Tori/Sam are no longer at each other's throats by Cobra Kai Season 5's end, and this follows the example set by Johnny and Daniel, who remarkably never came to blows in Season 5. When Kenny saw Silver exposed as a crook, it was a blow that made him rethink his animosity towards Robbie, although there's no peace, yet, between Kenny and his ex-bully, Anthony LaRusso. Speaking of bullies, both Eli Hawk Moskowitz, Jacob Bertrand, and Dimitri Alexopoulos, Johnny DiCenzo, faced down Kyler, their former bully since Cobra Kai Season 1, after Terry Silver was defeated. John Kreese, who had been sidelined in prison during Cobra Kai Season 5, carried out a Hannibal Lecter-style prison break and reclaimed his position as the primary antagonist of the series. Kreese's fellow prisoners targeted him in the joint, but the sly old sensei turned the tables and transformed his tormentors into his supporters. Via cleverly using strawberry jello in place of blood, Kreese was able to replicate his own death via shanking. John then attacked the unwary medical personnel and broke out of prison by pretending to be a doctor and using the prison psychiatrist's ID to unlock the closed doors. Kreese's time in prison forced him to delve into his lifelong trauma, but he emerged utterly unrepentant about his past crimes. John blames his enemies like Terry for his problems but remains fixated on Johnny Lawrence, who he still feels is the son he lost. Kreese doesn't know, yet, that Johnny now has a family with Carmen, Miguel, and Robbie, and it seems likely he will attempt to make Cobra Kai rise from the ashes a third time. Cobra Kai Season 5 teased that Kreese is now going to write his own ending, and Cobra Kai Season 6 will be the final chapter in Kreese's story with Johnny. A brief but significant flashback in Cobra Kai Season 5 also hints that Kreese and Kim Do-eun go way back, paving the way for their collaboration in Season 6. While hiding away from law enforcement, Kreese could be a guiding force for Kim and her students, helping them win the Sekai Taikai with Cobra Kai's ruthless philosophies. However, since he is now an outlaw, he cannot risk being seen in public in the team, suggesting he will operate from the shadows but still pull many a string. When Cobra Kai Season 5 concludes, it seems as though the show has just concluded. The conclusion of Cobra Kai Season 5 marked the first time the LaRussos were crowned winners and given an openly joyful conclusion. Daniel's troubles appear to have resolved, despite the fact that Kreese's prison breakout was a cliffhanger. Terry Silver was exposed as a criminal, Cobra Kai was defeated, and the valley was saved by LaRusso, Johnny, Cho-Zen, and their students. The kids are now largely united, with old rivalries put to bed. Daniel-san, Johnny, and Eagle Fong are all free to reopen Miyagi-Do if they so choose, and they could even be able to accept all of their previous pupils as well as Cobra Kai's former pupils. Daniel and Johnny are prepared to continue working together and preparing their students for the Sekai Taikai with Chosen's help. As the trailers for Cobra Kai Season 6 confirm. That being said, this does not ensure that they will never clash again. Although Terry Silver's future is still up in the air, it doesn't seem likely that Cobra Kai Season 6 would conclude without a full-scale confrontation between him and Kreese. The trailers for Cobra Kai Season 6 have shown that almost all of the key characters would train in the Miyagi-Do dojo under Johnny and Daniel's tutelage. However, Cobra Kai Season May 6 introduce new rivals and maybe revive some old ones to add excitement to the series ending before the Sekai Taikai settles everything. That concludes our review for today, but the discussion is far from over. For more, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more videos. Keep the magic of movies alive until the next time, signing off from FK Bytes.